I think the biggest thing of why ACES was started was education is the universal equalizer. I was born in Uganda, and Idi Amin kicked our family out after 4 generations. And because of education, everyone was able to rebuild to a certain degree. Because of that, our families always believe that if you give people education, you're giving them the leg up, you're giving them, if they're not in a great situation, a way out.
So ACES is very unique, and we do use the engagement hook of sport. We meet young people where they're at, literally and figuratively. So we go to their school and we provide this high quality learning space for them. And what's so unique is kids are having fun. They're up out of their seat, they're moving around, they're learning, they're building relationships with, with their peers and with their academic coaches, and they're learning really critical life skills. Through our partnerships, young people get to tour stadiums, they get to meet athletes, they get to see behind the scenes of some of the most amazing arenas in the country. And so it's really, opening up new possibilities for young people.
I think the big thing for me is the impact on the kids, and I really love the age group that ACES hits. It just feels like there's a lot of organizations that focus on the little kids and on the high school kids, and just having raised my own kids, that middle school time period is so critical for their self-esteem, for what lays ahead in the future. And so I love that ACES focuses on that age group.
From the twins standpoint, the programming is so unique and so uniquely suited to fit with what we do. Obviously, we're a sports team, and the curriculum that's based in sports is super exciting to be able to be part of. It just makes sense, it aligns with our values, and again, it's working, and it is so important and necessary.
Yeah, I think my initial draw into ACES was the math portion, right? I'm a math teacher, and I firmly believe that kids just need practice to get better at math. I think ACES is just an awesome space for, if you're a dedicated educator, to give a little bit more. You really, really see tangible growth across the years, and all the fun activities that we get to, take part in. I see how much they're engaged and how committed they are. So I think it's just a great opportunity overall.
To me, it's kind of it's like a durable impact. Sometimes people do things, as they're growing up and learning that they may not always recall it later in life, but I'm willing to bet that a lot of people remember their ACES experience, and to me that's really valuable.
It's an incredible way to motivate kids. Every kid looks up to professional athletes, right? So that's a really fun hook. Math and sports pair really well together. There's so many great lessons you can learn from sports, right? From statistics on the scoreboard to really behind the scenes, and it's really captivating for kids, and they almost don't really realize that they're practicing their math skills, And then of course they get awesome players visits and mentorships from guys like Michael Boxall, and who could really ask for anything more? I mean, it's just such a cool model.
The interactions I've had with those kids is probably some of the most memorable moments through Minnesota United since I've been here. I mean, every time I go into those classrooms, it's like the most enthusiastic kids, always smiling, always working hard, and then obviously they're our future, and the future of the state. So to contribute in any way to ACES, to help them have the confidence to try new things, to keep learning and keep believing in themselves is what I'd love to see through ACES.
I heard about ACES kind of during the pandemic, and so they kind of put out a blast to us and said, hey, do you guys want to do some e-mentoring? Yeah, I signed up once I saw the email kind of come across, and then just slowly over time I've gotten more and more involved just because I really enjoy it.
Another big part is him showing up to my baseball games and supporting me through it. It gave me a little adrenaline rush when he would come to my games, made me want to play better. Which he did,
at least when I was there, so.
We had talked about leadership skills, building his confidence levels. ACES really has played a huge part in that for him. And so I think just having the after school program, I never worry about, where he's at or what he's doing because he's at ACES.
I think one that I've seen growth in both Natalie and Jana is self-confidence, or just our confidence in general, feeling comfortable raising our hand in the class, not just shutting down, but asking for help, telling ourselves that we can do it, push through that. We talked a ton about perseverance, especially being new to ACES this year and it being a lot of our 5th graders' first years, just talking about we might come up with some challenges and we might be confronted with those things, but how do we push through that? How do we know that we have the support? And I think that that's something that I've been really proud to see just in these 2 girls, but also just the class in general, of that growth and that confidence and comfortability in the whole group.
ACES helps me do math better.
And math is your favorite subject, right, Natalie?
I want to be a teacher because I like math.
I mean, what I learned in ACES, like teamwork, like team chemistry, I use all the stuff that I learned from ACES onto me playing baseball, helping my baseball team. And that's really been working.
Well, one of the biggest things I think I've learned is like a leadership quality skill. Being around all those people and the teachers, they just, teach you how to lead people in the right directions. And especially like being in high school now and like my friends, if we need like a plan to do something, like I'll be able to lead it,
ACES, although it was a middle school, I think it kind of stayed with me throughout high school. So, it wasn't just like, public speaking skills, but like, my, writing skills improved as I was going through high school because I had this connection. I had people that were there helping me that provided me like, the necessity to be able to, write confidently, or even that my math skills, I was able to take a higher level math classes because I was able to knock out those those middle school classes in middle school. And I think that kind of stayed with me, and I think that was, all to ACES, building that relationship throughout middle school and then kind of taking that into high school and beyond.
ACES is innovative.
ACES is unique.
ACES is impactful.
ACES is fun.
ACES is helpful.
ACES is full of opportunities.
ACES is leveling the playing field.
And ACES is forward thinking.
ACES is important.
ACES is beautiful.
ACES is needed.
ACES is providing for the future of this community.
ACES is champion.